So this is going to likely be a pretty big offseason here for the Edmonton Oilers. Out in 7 in the second round in the last one. We just had a really good draft. Tons and tons of elite prospects, which equates to us in a lot of ways, especially those 5-year ETA guys, as a lot of good trade value. And that's maybe what we're going to have to utilize here, because free agency doesn't have exactly everything that we may indeed be looking for here. So before we get started with all that, we do have a winner, just one, to read off from last season's point scoring contest. No clean sweeps, and only one guy got 2 correctly. That person is Ice Warrior 101, who guessed for the team lead Bouchard, and for the league lead, Leon Draisaitl. The goalies were, I think, Gibson, and then I was going to give Titus Sorokin just because it was so impressive what he did. But, I mean, Gibson had a phenomenal season and is now a UFA. But congrats to you there, Ice Warrior. And best of luck to everyone in their predictions in this coming season. So we did have some possible extensions, but on those, we are going to wait for the reset. Because I want to see what it's going to happen to Hyman. Shields, I want to see if he does indeed jump. I'll pay a bit extra for him. Texier, I'm not too sure if we're going to be keeping him around. And these two guys are more inconsequential. No goalie extensions. And there you have it. So, main things we need to fill. We need a goal scorer in our top 6. We need a top 4 defenseman to play with Shields. And we need a third liner. Those are the main pieces that we have to fill, and they're pretty large pieces. We can get a goal scorer. Alex DeBrincat. And he's someone I'm quite interested in. He's an 89 overall. I'm not going to give him 7 years. Curious, but I wouldn't be opposed to getting him relatively long term, but that price tag, man. I think I'll start short, 2 or 3 years. And at that price, I think it's got to be 2 years. And then try to maybe give him another extension after that, if we really like him. The reason being is that Hyman is now age 35, right? So even if he plays first line this season, he won't be there for much longer. We're still hoping and waiting for Bure to be able to slot into that second line. I do still think he can make it there. I know there's a lot of people, but who counting him out. And, it makes a bit of sense. But he still needs to get his jump from this last season. He may indeed have lost the X factors that he started with, which also isn't great. But we'll see. We'll see if he's able to make his way up there. So we're going to start shorter term here on DeBrincat. Good news is we do have plenty of money to play with. I do want to have enough time to potentially sign DeBrincat. I don't know. 2 years is... I can honestly just do 1 year and then try to negotiate with him. And we could easily probably get him for less. Because here's the thing. If we go ahead and extend, Hyman shouldn't really cost us much more. Shields will probably need a bigger boy deal, but still, I mean, even after all this, we have a lot of good money. 2 years should be fine. Because we don't have any major young prospects going to need large extensions, right? Most of our money is already being spent. And pretty much everyone locked in for two years. Yeah. Alright, so 2 years should be fine. Probably could even get away with 3 years. We'll see what the price lines are like. It's not that much less. I'd rather have the flexibility and negotiate my own contract ASAP. We'll probably have to do like 11.5 to make sure that we get DeBrincat. That'll cost a lot, but we have tons of cash, right? We have 32 million to play with. So we can 100% do this. We'll go 11.5 for DeBrincat here. Should I bump it up to 12? Maybe. I don't want to go too crazy, though. Especially if I'm locking guys in multiple years. This should be enough, but it's really the only goal scorer. And we know there isn't a top 4 defenseman. And let me take one more look. He'll be making more than either of them. That's hilarious. Yeah, and there's one more guy I have my eye on for a forward. Yeah, honestly, should be good. Yeah, we'll be fine. All right. I'll honestly pay him 12. I don't want to lose him. Again, we should only have to pay this for the 2 years. If we want to keep him, if we're able to keep him, we can negotiate. And honestly, we will. So I'm going to give him 12 million for 2 years. We're going to offer him. So we're going ahead with that. Again, 29 years old, won't decline for at least another 5 years likely. So we can negotiate another deal after this 2 years is up if we so choose, and we might. Now, we also need a third liner, and I was looking at Batherson here. He's center / right wing. He's a better center than Geeky is. He brings some offense to the table. I don't know if he actually fits in all of our schemes. And weirdly, he doesn't actually have X factors. I mean, maybe not weirdly. Bit unfortunate, but it's more of a shutdown line anyway. But he will bring a little bit of offense. And I think Batherson's a good choice here. So I'll probably do 2 years for him as well. 2 by, like, say, 6 should get him. 12 plus 6, that's 18. We still have enough money to get our top 4 defensemen. This should be enough to get him. To play it safe, I could go 6-5, but if I'm doing that, I think I only do 1 year. And renegotiate from there if we so choose. But he could be solid. That's, again, strong down the middle, right? That could be a really good idea. Yeah, I'm just going to do 1 year. And then we can renegotiate if we'd like to after the CBA thing. So we'll do 6.5 a year for Batherson. And that would take care of our forward. I think we need a depth guy. Cunnin, Hollander, other guy. I think we do need a depth piece. I can double check that. But yeah, when we looked at defensemen, there's nothing that fits our needs. The 2 top left-hand defensemen are 2 OFDs, Hughes and Gerard. That doesn't work for us. And then Jake Bean's the next one, who is also an OFD. Yeah, none of this works. We are going to have to trade for this. Let me look at our depth situation once again. I think we actually do need a depth piece, if I'm recalling correctly. So yeah, like what the hell? Oh, wow. Yeah, Geeky text here, then Batherson. I'm hoping at least it's going to be Kuparinen, Nugent Hopkins, and then either Hyman or Batherson. Or, not Batherson. Hyman or DeBrincat. I'm still hoping to put Hyman on the top line just because that'll balance the scoring more in the top 6. And I have a good feeling Kuparinen gets a solid jump to the mid-80s here. I'm still going to play him even if he only gets like 83, 84 on that second line because he should be able to bring enough to the table. And we can always make a move at the deadline if he doesn't. And then Cunnin, Hollander, Gustafsson, the 4th line. And yeah, we do not have a depth piece. Lavoie is a AHLer. He's an offensive AHLer. Or Lavoie, whatever. Let's see. What the heck's available depth-wise? Nope. Playmaker. Skill guys. Beckman. 26. Nope. That defense is pretty atrocious. Dickinson, O'Connor. Dickinson's not too bad. Not super offensive, but that's okay because we still have Hollander who we can throw up in those sort of situations. Who's currently playing on that left side. This guy can take draws. He's looking pretty good. Yeah, O'Connor's nice. And we do technically have enough guys who can take face-offs throughout, so we don't necessarily need a guy who could take draws. But O'Connor's on that right side, which is... I don't think it really matters. Does have a team interested in him, though. I think I prefer Dickinson here. So we're just going to grab him. 1 by 1.5. So that'll be our depth piece. We still have our depth defenseman. Couture. End of his career. Oh my god. He actually could have been pretty decent. I'm not a huge fan of playmaker depth pieces, but man. Alright. With bottom six, he's declining a lot more too. Could even switch to AHL. So that's that. But now what we need... They need at least one X factor. And I'm going to keep everything else open. I just want to see who the best guys we could possibly get. Because again, if we find someone who's really solid for that left... Oh, I should actually... Handedness, yeah. There we go. See what we can get. Byram. Decent contract, 3 years left. And young enough. Still on the Avs, though, and they likely... Oh my god, he's really good. Likely aren't into moving him, though. No. Morrissey, too old, probably. I'd like to get someone we could actually use. Mintyukov, there's no way Anaheim moves him. A lot of these guys looking like you're gonna have to really go above and beyond, which does make sense. Who is this guy? Oh, okay, another guy. Yeah, I'd go with either a two-way or a DFD. To me, it doesn't super matter. Let's see about Byram. He's actually obtainable enough trade value-wise. They are a buyer. What do they have on the defensive side of things? Okay, very weak on the left-hand side. Oh my god. It's because of their cap situation, huh? Yeah. After, like, they got Taves and Byram, but then, jeez. Oh, yeah. Avalanche they're so poorly built because of that cap situation. They're still, even though, yeah. Buffalo, probably not. Damn, man, it almost has to be an older dude. I don't like the idea of Chikrin. That's quite a few good players. The problem is here, if I get Semenov, he has to play in the top 2. Because Shields is a DFD as well. Yeah, that's the thing. So two-way does give us the most flexibility. But Semenov may be obtainable. It's because, yeah, I know Chicago now listed as a buy. They're not going to want to give these guys up. But I want to see what they have defense-wise if they have too many. They kind of do. They absolutely do. Now, those are 2 more offensive guys, but then they still have Seth Jones, Pat. Jesus. They are kind of stacked defensively. You could see them freeing up part of the logjam. They're overpaying for Haig, but We can negotiate our own extension potentially with Semenov. We just have to make this extremely worth it for him. The unfortunate part about that is they don't want any of the prospects that we have, which does make sense. We have very little picks this next coming year. Oh, wow. Those low elites actually have 0 value now. Oh, shit. They changed that. That's actually a good thing. But, not for us, but it's actually good that they did change that. Summers has grown quite well. The right side we don't need. We can start with him as the baseline. I do feel like I need to give them something for the present that they can use. I don't really necessarily mind giving up Texier or someone else, but... You could even argue it's a bit too low now, but maybe not. They have to just kind of grow into their role, which is kind of cool. It could be Lavoie, whatever. I mean, yeah, he's decent for the AHL, but these are two guys we're not using. Johannesson I'm not going to give away. He's kind of useful for us. Don't necessarily mind giving up this guy. So let's say we give him 2 more lower pieces. What would they say to that? Probably not. No. This is going to be tricky. Because we are trying to go... We have to go above and beyond. Which... Good luck. Unless we would almost have to, like, completely revamp what the team looks like. By trading a huge core piece. Like, man, if there's something available, we could use Geeky's value technically. He's on a really good contract for them. Texier doesn't make as much sense, but also replaceables theoretically. Let's just see what they say. Nope. Let's throw Geeky in. That's... yeah. Nah. They're not seeing outstanding. And we don't really have anything else that's outstanding unless we throw in also the elite forward, which I'm not necessarily opposed to doing for a guy like this who would be really solid, but we could also go a little bit older. And honestly, we could fix Colorado. At least their cap situation a little bit. And you can make a real good argument that this is going to benefit them a hell of a lot. So let's say we give Byram solid contract for another 3 years. We can extend him after. Well, they want Summers. And they want Lehman. Okay. They don't want Hoffman. But let's remove that and maybe even Geeky. We'll free up a ton of cap space for them if I don't have to give up Geeky. They technically want 2 prospects. So I won't really argue. Fuck. Remove him for a sec. I just want to see what they say to this. They won't accept it, but I want to see. Alright, again, we don't really need the right Ds. Especially now with Shields. Alright, I guess I got, yeah, I'll throw Summers in there. I got no issue with that, really. Weird that they kind of, I'm not going to argue with them, but it's weird that they want that. Well, a forward, a goaltending, and a defensive prospect. Woefully insufficient. Okay, so it might still have to be giving him a roster player, which, yeah, I can see it. Geeky's on a fantastic contract for them. They do want Bure. Let's throw Geeky in for now. We'll have to sign someone else in free agency, but that's kind of okay. I don't want to get too screwed by this. I don't know how much value that's going to be. Still woefully insufficient. Not where it needs to be at all, man. They really don't want to give up Byram. Fortunately, though, they do like the guys we're offering them, but kind of nuts of how much they are looking for, too. Buckley, yeah, no, that's that two-way. Good. Bodie, I think, is the power forward. Again, we can. Rather not yet, though. We do have 2 of them, but they only want Bodie here. Neither have X factors. Bodie's obviously in a much better position growth-wise, but it's the trade block that I'm kind of looking at. We could. We have prospects for a reason, and we might as well. If they want them. Are they going to say same player for a... Yep. Yeah, I figured that actually might happen. Fuck me. Didn't want to have to give up... Whoa. That first has a lot of value right now. We'll have, like, no friggin' picks. But if we throw this in... I want to keep Geeky if I'm doing that. If I can. Again, I'll want some mid picks here if I can somehow get it in this deal. I'll throw Geeky back in there if I need to. But I want to see what I can do first. Come on, get me close here. Too far off. Alright, well, they're not saying woefully insufficient with that, so... They are just saying not sufficient. Oh my goodness. Holy crap. I mean, essentially he'd be a top 2D for us, so it makes sense. But... Oh my god, is he... Alright, I'm just gonna go forwards. That's so much easier. I'll throw... No. Bodie is the same player. What am I talking about? We already went through that. Geeky does have the most value. We'll check Tex... Oh, they don't want Texier. Oh boy. I doubt I get anything back for this. Even if it goes through. But I'm still gonna try. Sweeten the value just a touch. So this would work. Goaltending prospect, right-wing prospect, defensive prospect. Summers is gonna be an NHLer. He's absolutely gonna be an NHLer. Lehman, shot in the dark. Hoffman, you never know. Geeky's already an NHLer. We're giving him a first. Yeah, I would do this. I'd have to remove... No. I can remove the 6 and get away with this. We at least get a pick back. I could probably get a 7 from next year in this. Really didn't want to have to give up Geeky. But, again, you got to give something up to get something back. God, he's so good defensively. I don't see another way to do it. without Geeky. I mean, he's kind of the big piece that they want. I could honestly do 2 goaltenders. But that's less. Oh, wow. And no fucking wonder they need goaltenders. Kind of nuts, actually. They would have a lot. What the hell was I doing? Well, I'll try 5 and a 6 real quick. Hold on. Actually, that's less, because he's not... It's the block's not matching, I think. Yeah, I think it's going to have to be Geeky. That sucks. We are getting Drake. But I didn't... There's not another way we can get this. There really isn't. It has to be Geeky. And that's just the way it goes. Gotta give stuff up to get it. So that this should work, right? It was a 5 and a 6. They said sweeten the valley. So a 5 and a 7 from next year should absolutely get this done. There it is. Blockbuster trade. Here in Edmonton. They freed up cap space. They'll have a lot to be able to do now. Because they were fine defensively, man. At least the top guys, right? What they need is to fill out the rest. Geeky's on a fantastic contract for him. It's going to be third line, great third liner. But now we need ourselves another one. Oh, that's unfortunate. I didn't want to have to give him up, but that's the way it goes, man. Our need for a top 4, top 2 guy was much greater than our need. Gallagher, I don't like that he's already top 9. Oh, wait, Hayton. Oh, shit. It could be Hayton and then Batherson on the right side. Alright. Oh my god, hell yeah. Should sign for 5, but I'm gonna do 5-5 to be safe. We're gonna spend a lot on the third line, but it should be okay. There we go. Well, that actually worked out. And I have the depth piece offered, right? I'm pretty sure. Right? He was an 81. Yeah, okay. There he is. Okay. All right. That should be everything. I did also fire our veterans coach, because what the fuck was he doing? And we're getting a new defensive coach, and I'm getting... Actually, the same veterans coach is now going to be my AHL associate coach because he switched to defenseman after I fired him. Oh, I wish I saw that before I... Because he's technically better than the guy I'm getting for the NHL as a defensive coach, but whatever. Let's advance a few days. That should be it. No. Whoa. What? Oh, I think the coach is like, fuck, we need to rebuild because I lost so much. No. We'll be back. You just wait. I guarantee you that block gets super altered when or if these guys all accept the contracts we offer. Okay. He didn't like the quality of the roster, but now we got this guy. So I can actually move him up to be my... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. That's perfect, actually. Because he's a defensive coach. He's got this better teaching, actually. So, actually, yeah, this works. You could be my NHL assistant now. And now I could hire someone else to be the associate. It's hilarious. And look, guys, I'll actually keep this in because I fixed it. We'll go after Foy again. He'll be my AHL associate. And we won't have to go, but yeah, they fixed the scrolling speed. Or they improved it, especially when the numbers get higher. Anyway. So there we go. That actually worked out. There's no good scouts, no A's available, so I'm just, whatever. It's not worth getting B's. We got Dickinson. We got Hayton. Beautiful. Foy joined the AHL. There you go. Take a lesser role. I haven't offered him the dollar. Are you fucking kidding me? I offered him $12 million. And he goes back to Detroit. How much is he making? We got Bath. What? That is absolutely insane. How the fuck much is he? Oh my god. How much is he making in Detroit? What? Oh my god, they actually paid him more. And for longer. Okay. Fair, I get. I did not expect to see that shit. Wow. Yeah, it did go down quite a bit. I guess it does make sense that they would offer him, because I think he was up in the 11s. Fuck. Holy crap. And I bet you Tarasenko's gone. Yep. Well, that didn't work. Burakovsky's the best sniper currently. Yeah. Not sure about that, Chief. Oh boy, and we kind of blew our load of trade value, didn't we? Ooh, that was not what you wanted to see. We have so much cap, too. But yeah, if I spent the 12, we'd be near that. God damn it. Well. Okay. Well, we do still have extra trade value. Not guys that I wanted to necessarily give up, but... we may have to... I want X Factors. Holy crap. Ugh. Well, I wasn't getting him 7 years, I know that. So, grats Detroit, I guess. Toffoli does have an X Factor. Low value. It's a rental again, but... It's on the Devils. I don't think the Devils would want to give him up, but that's obtainable. That value is absolutely obtainable. No, they're a buyer. This would give them... they have space to sign Holtz. I don't know what they're waiting for. Big issue here is there... Yeah, they don't want Bure. He was going to be kind of the main piece. Alright. We'll hold off on that. That is obtainable value, but we're gonna maybe need something else here. Skinner, 2 years, little risky. That price is for Besser is insane. Not that we need the help, but that's an insane price tag. He's in Boston. Oh, he only has Big Rig as an X Factor. That's weird. Oh, did Holtz get signed now? I thought he was... I guess they signed him. But he's on the block. He was on the block. Oh, man, he sucks. The fuck? Where was he playing? Maybe he doesn't suck, but where was he playing? Third line with power play. Ugh. Beauty backhand, shotgun, Schneip. Those are good shooting stats. Oh, yeah, he's not that good of a skater. Those are... His accuracy's a bit low. They did sign him. But he is on their block. Which is weird. That makes it very, very obtainable. And we do have to probably go for trade blocks. Can struggle with professionalism, but cares about winning. How much does he shoot, though, man? It's hard to say. Third line, that amount of shots? Maybe. Doesn't take a lot of pens, at least. But if it's a risk, I'm not giving up a whole hell of a lot, and I don't have to, fortunately. Not enough value. We did... Did we blow our load? No, we didn't. Not with the goalies, at least. But, oh, man, we need a lot more. And we don't have a first, dude. This is going to be so fucking hard. Even with Bodie in there, we're not close yet. Jeez, this turned out to be crazier than I thought it would be. I really didn't expect DeBrincat to completely... Oh, I don't want to give up Buckley. He could be so good, but it's for the future, man. We do have to capitalize right now. All right, fuck it. We're putting in guys we just drafted, whatever. This is what they're for, essentially. That should go through. Try to get a third back. Nope. No, I can get something. Maybe not. Thought I could. Oops. Maybe not. It looks good, but also they're not liking what I'm sending, like block-wise. Not even in the right city, they're saying. Are you serious? Well, visually, the value looks good, but yeah, we don't have anything that they want, I guess. They do want late picks. But holy crap. Yeah, technically, Laveau could go. This guy could as well. We were looking at that for the other one. All right, we'll give him a depth 4, depth defenseman. We'll see. This is a lot of crap to do. I want a 6 and 7 back, though. Oh my god. I don't know if I've ever seen that for a guy on the block. I don't think I've ever seen that for a guy on the block. I mean, we are clearly going over. Not giving up Dag, man. Because he's actually NHL serviceable. Legitimately, none of this makes sense. The most amount of value that we have are all guys that we need to use. I don't know what they want. Literally, none of this. Taxier, maybe, because you can probably side someone else. But is that even going to be enough? No. We're still quite far off. What the fuck? That is kind of insane. Oh, now it's the same player. Cool. So it has to be that defenseman, which is no big deal. But again, I still don't even know how close I am. No! One big argument you can make is we won't need next year's first. Especially if we do get Holtz, especially if he does work out. It's risky, though, of him. Yeah, none of this matches their fucking block, but I don't care. I'm giving them a king's ransom for a guy that they want to give up. What? Again, I don't think I've ever... Okay. Finally goes through, and we are stripped. We are very, very, plucked when it comes to picks over the next couple of years. But, again, we can't take a year off at this point. Oh my god, that was so difficult to get this team to... Oh, fucking DeBrincat. Holy crap. Do we have everyone? I got the depth piece. We still have all the... Yeah, we're good. Actually, I might need an AHL forward now, because... Wait, did I trade... No, I didn't trade him. Did I have Lavoie in there? Fuck! I don't remember. I don't think so. Did I? Is he on this team? I don't even know, man. Everything's a blur right now. How difficult that crap was. No, he wasn't. Okay, we're good. Yeah, we don't need anything. Ah! Okay. Now we're gonna sim up and get everything taken care of. This was a kind of insane offseason already. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right. So the lines are sorted here. Draisaitl, McDavid, Hyman, top line. Kuparinen, Nugent Hopkins, and Holtz on the second. Kuparinen, yeah, he did only jump to 83, but 91 offensive awareness, 89 passing. He should be able to hold his own. Good defense as well. Like, he should be able to hold his own there. We'll see. We'll see. Again, that could be an area we addressed maybe come the deadline. Texier, Hayton, Batherson. I like that third line. They also get a +2. So that works out real well. Hayton and Batherson love that third line. And honestly, Texier does too. That actually turned out to be a really, really good third line. Fourth line, Hollander, Gustafsson, and Cunnin. Defensively, Byram and Bouchard. There's a true top two pairing right there. Nurse and Shields. Remember, when they simmed together, they were a very, very good shutdown pairing. So that's a nice second pairing. Then Broberg and Regula. I like them. We'll see. We'll see how they do, but I do like that pairing. So power play going to be pretty similar. Hyman, Draisaitl, McDavid, Nuge, and Bouchard. First unit remains pretty much unchanged with... it changed. Draisaitl finishing, McDavid passing. Make sure that everything else didn't change here. Then the second one, Holtz is going to be up front. He does have close quarters, so he's going to be net front. I have Kuparinen in there. We could put like Batherson or something there later if that doesn't work out. But then, so the same thing. Byram, excuse me, will be on the point. Doesn't have any good like passing stats, but I want to give him the ice time. And then this one, McDavid's going to be finishing. Okay, good. At least that didn't change. And make sure the okay, good. Face-offs didn't change on that either. No one cares about the four-man penalty kill. Nuge and Hyman, of course. Nurse and Byram. It's pretty much the top craziness. Hayton and Batherson with Broberg and Shields. And then the last one's going to be Draisaitl McDavid with Bouchard and Regula. That's our counterattack PK. The three-man, the defensive pairings will be the same. Nuge, Hayton, and then Batherson. I'm actually going to keep Draisaitl McDavid off the three-man PK. 4-on-4 lines. Draisaitl, McDavid, and the defensive pairings will be the same as on 5-on-5. Nuge, and then Holtz. And then McDavid and Hyman. Double shifting McDavid on the all the specials. So the forward pairings will be the same. Bouchard, Byram, and Nurse. Extra attacker McDavid. I'm going to throw Bouchard in there. Because if that top pairing isn't out there, I do want Bouchard on the ice. If he's not, it just goes next best guy. And that will likely be like Nuge or something like that. So, just trying to optimize it. Goalies, Skinner and Day, who are both 84 overall. So, I'm not too sure. We'll have to see what the auto-rotate does. Vakanainen and Dickinson as our depth pieces, of course. So, that is the lineup. Now, we did get some jumps. Bray did only jump one. So, need his ass to grow throughout the course of the year. Otherwise... yeah, it's looking grim for him to make it up to that second line. I'm still going to try to force it to happen, though. Bufflin did jump up to a 79, which is good enough for depth, but not good enough to be on the team. I'm not going to use him as depth. We're going to give him top 2, +2 chemistry. Make it happen. Grow. Apparently, I didn't get a defenseman, so that Savard guy's in there. When he's playing with Niemelainen, who the hell cares? I'm not concerned as much about my AHL now. Right, we got the guys with growth in positions to succeed. It's all about trying to win another cup here. So yeah, maybe weak on the wing, but I like where the individual stats are. So we're going to see how everything does. All right. First things first, we did see the jumps. Shields only did get up to an 84. Hyman is down to top 9. So I don't know if I want to risk giving him an extension, because no, I'm not. Holtz, we can't extend yet. Shields, we can. I'm going to do 3 years because I want to keep him RFA. I want to know exactly what he's going to become. So, yeah. This would be 4.475. Which is, you know, fair for what he's bringing to the table right now. 3 years. We'll get him to that. Texier doesn't want to extend right now. Whatever. And that's it. We'll keep an eye on Holt, see what he does. At the very least, we can tender and trade him still. So that was part of the reason I was okay with giving up what I gave up to get Holtz. We hope he works, because that's a very good long-term solution. The stats look good, but, you know, he's got to produce. He's got to shoot. He's got to score. But yeah, Hyman going down to top 9, which means he will decline throughout the course of this year. But hey, Holtz, you never know what he can do. I did need a bigger jump out of Bure. That's for sure. But hey, is what it is at this point. So, yes, I'm a little bit nervous. We'll see what happens with this team. And see what the rotations bring. For some reason, I need to check rotate. I didn't turn it off, I don't think, but actually not sure now. Because we had 2 game 7s. I think we're good. Yeah, we're still good. Alright. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see how this team's gonna do. Lots of new faces in the lineup. Lots of new faces, so we could start out slow. But we'll see. Alright, shields extended. I don't need Jimmy VC. Thanks, though. Oh. Alright. Preseason starts off. Offense looks good throughout preseason, but it's preseason. See what happens. We win. Okay, defense may be a slight issue. We'll see. Well, those are good. Yeah, again, we don't know how it's rotating right now. We're 500. That's not great. Inconsistent scoring. Yeah. Alright, not bad start, not amazing. Can't lose a game like that, but hey, it's just jerking. Ask Pittsburgh. Oh, Detroit sucks. So you get to brink it. You could have been with us. Draisaitl leading away with 30 points in 21 games played. We are strong division this time, so we can't be fucking up. Oh wow, there's a lot of good starts happening. Let's see what's going on here. We're 314. What the hell? Huh. Very slow start scoring-wise, which means that second line's struggling, isn't it? If the first line's looking that good. Well, Hyman, yeah. Oh my god. Holtz 13, Nuge 13, Kuparinen only 9. And minuses. 46 shots. Already down to 87. That first line is doing quite good. Hyman's not producing, sure, but... Oh, boy. Bouchard is producing decently. Him in, weird plus-minuses. Neither goaltender has a good save percentage. Daig's got 2 shutouts, played 1 more game, but neither one of them are knocking it out of the park here. Alright, we won't panic yet. We'll go another month. But not the terrific start we were hoping for. We'll have to do some scouting here in a sec. Bouchard battles through a minor injury. Oh, 6-5 loss. When we score, we're not... Oh, my God. Wow. The top 5's already scouted. Well, we're going to need to find more trade value, so this is going to be very important. We need to keep getting trade value, probably. Yeah, we get a lot of good stuff, but Hey, man. If they don't work, they don't work. Uparinen may be the weak link. If we trade for someone, I'm not going to use him. I still believe in him. He might just not be ready. Probably send him down to the AHL and kill it with Beret. But value is going to be tough to get. Because we spent a lot of it making those two large trades. Again, and I don't want to pan. I'm not going to make a move until after this month. I liked, especially with newer lineups, they need to be given some time to get going. So we're giving them some time to get going. But there's no way we should be near 3 goals per game offense. Like, we should be much higher. We need to be 3.5 or better. Like, plain and simple. We have to be. It still seems like we're struggling to keep the goddamn puck out of the net, which is hilarious. But what are you gonna do, I guess? We can try different line combos and such, but I don't know. Third line wasn't really producing that much either, but they're more supposed to be the shutdown, who does produce, but mostly shutdown, because we're roll 3 lines. It's a pure 2-way forward third line. But they do have decent offense, though. Like, that's, you know, that's good, but theory is one thing, practice is another. So hopefully we'll be able to get our bearings, see where we're truly at after this month. And if I can make a trade before, like, the deadline, give us more time to be good chemistry before the playoffs, like, maybe that's a thing that we can do. I don't know. We do have the cap space for it. But also, yeah, I don't know. Sucked losing to Brinkett, man, I'm not gonna lie. But Detroit's absolutely shitting the bed, so they're now stuck with a 7-year, over 12 mil deal for DeBrincat. So fine, he went with slightly more money and more term, more security. Fine, good for him. But I think we would have kicked ass as a unit. I think Hyman might be done. I mean, he's already top 9. I mean, yeah, we could use him third line. But if I guarantee you, Batherson and oh my god, I forgot the name of the other third liner that we got. Like, they're seeming like they're gonna want better deals than him. So why have him as a third liner? We already have Nuge as a 2-way second liner. I don't really think I need two ways on the second line. Maybe it works. I don't know though. Don't know. All right. Focus more on the lows now, I think. I'm gonna say I do agree with them bumping down the trade value of the low elites. I think it was definitely a bit too high. But it didn't benefit us. We couldn't take advantage of the EA stuff right now. At least this season. But hey, I mean, that's why you try to find those medium elite steals. More often than not, they are going to be trade value for you. And we got some stuff that we could use right now. Whether it completely works in the way we want it to is a much different story. We're still trying to figure that out. There's at least plenty to look at here. Ooh, good locations for these. Alright. Okay, nothing there. We'll go for goalies because we did. Okay, well. not those ones. These guys are likely top 6s, but I still want to know. That guy could be top 9, but... Alright, screw those. Okay, no 1-ticks. Only one 1-tick for the lows. Kind of in an awkward no man's land spot. But we'll see. Defensively, nothing 1-tick medium, nothing one. Okay. Moving on. Good win. We need to string them all together now. String together all the wins. Offense looks like it's kind of going. Okay, cool. Hyman out with a mild concussion. We're going to throw in Dickinson. Do I move up Hollander, though? Yes. The chemistry might not be as good, but I'm not super concerned about that. He's the guy that I want to move up and down. I want to keep the third line together. All right, lost, but we got a point. Hyman's back. I think he got 1 point there. Ooh, he's down to fucking 86. That's a quick decline. Hey, he's 20 points in 26 games played, though. Not horrible. That is a quite steep decline, though. Solid enough wins. All right. 19, 11, and 5. 3, 1, and 1. 5, 1, and 2. 6, 7. 7, 2, and 2. 8, 2, and 2 in that month, right? Oh, wait, no. I missed those two. 8, 4, and 2 in that month. Yeah, it started off horribly. Well, let's see. Draisaitl's crushing. I mean, we're second in the division, 7 points, and only 1 point behind the Ducks and Canucks. But the second wild card, yeah, we're in a relatively safe position. All right, there's the goals for where we should be. Goals against did get slightly better, so we are trending in the right direction. Power play got better. Penalty kills good. Terrible on the road. 6, 2, and 2 in the last 10, though. Like, again, we're trending in the right direction. We definitely are trending in the right direction. 48 points for Draisaitl, 44 for McDavid, 26 for Hyman. Holtz is 26, only 9 goals. There's no goal scorer on that line. And their minuses. The production's not awful, but it's not great either. Third line, I expected maybe a little bit more production out of them. Considering what they're all rated as and considering what their offense is, they're at least pluses, but... Byram and Bouchard are crushing it as a pairing. Robert, interesting plus minuses, though. Okay. Daig's doing slightly better. They're still rotating incredibly evenly. Skinner needs to step it up. Again, we're trending in the right direction. Our two big guns are doing what they need to do. I would love a little bit more production from other sources. I'm just going to check one thing. He doesn't shoot a lot, man. I thought maybe it's because of his ice time, but he's legitimately on pace for like not even 200 shots. What kind of fucking sniper is that? What am I doing? I wanted to... Can I check what his... I don't know if... I know I can't... I shouldn't be able to change it, but can I check? I wonder if I could do this before I even make moves, too. I don't know if you can from here. I have no idea where it is, either. I'm looking at the past shoot bias. Oh, God. Oh, no, you can't even click on it. You can click on abilities, but not attributes. And I'm assuming it's in attributes, unless it's details. I doubt it. Pretty sure it's an attribute thing. Yeah. I can't check. But it seems like it's absolute dog shit. You should at least be able to... well, I guess not, yeah. You can still add X factors and shit, but... No, it's not in any... Yeah. Okay. I mean, I didn't change anything, but let's just make sure. Not exactly a sniper. But, again, he's an RFA. We can flip him with tender. 0, yeah, no one's scoring goals on that line. That is a big, big, big issue. We get a +0 for that, and I can't have that with Couperin in there. And that line is a minus, which you don't want to see. Problem is, man. I'd almost be thinking of a power forward there. I don't know if that's going to be really great, though. And again, there's not a whole lot in the way of value. Yeah, and there's not a whole lot in the way of good overalls. We have to wait. Might have to be another playmaker, just someone who can make us better. I don't know. And weirdly, yeah, and our goaltending, too, is... Skinner, at least, is letting us down a bit. With this defense, they shouldn't be playing that bad. They are. They shouldn't, but they are. Alright, let's just go to the deadline here. I didn't like really any of the options that I was seeing. I'll stop it if we're shitting the bed. I just want to see wins. Tough loss. Bounce back. Stop the win-loss bullshit, man. We gotta start locking it in here. Alright, let me do some scouting quick. Alright, continuing on. Alright, mild concussion only for Shields. That's good. I saw that name and I freaked, but... Just a mild concussion. Although, technically, he hasn't been doing tremendous with Nurse either. Which is weird. I think our defensive core is too good now. You know how it goes. There's no way that's a minus. Alright, Couperin going down out till... it's not too long. Hollander keeps us +2. I'll have to remember to put him back in on the power play when he's back. So we'll do that. Win, OT loss, tough loss there. Multiple players. We'll see if who's actually fully healed. I don't think Couperinen is yet. No, he's not. Shields is fully back, though. +2 for Vakanainen in 3 games. I like it. Keep being a positive player. Please grow throughout the course of the year. Like, holy crap. Good win. Couparinen's now back. And I'll get him back on the power play as well. Just trying to help the dude. And wanted him to grow throughout the course of the year as well. Put him in a situation with good chemistry. The production's okay, but it's... yeah. It's not amazing from that second line. But our record-wise, we're doing really good. Since then, I want to see that stretch continue here. And it is, for the most part. That's a real good streak. Oh, alright, fine. We finally got beat. Don't lose a bunch in a row, though. Oh my god. Oh my god. 36, 19, and 7 before the deadline. Connor McDavid has 86 points in 62 games. We're actually in first in the division. Nowhere close to first in the NHL, but first in the division. Check the overall team stats. 374 is great. 313, not so good. Good power play. Penalty kill dropped. Let's see how we stack up. Offensively. Oof. 5th best offense. A lot of good offense. Defensively. In the top 10. Okay. Power play. 4th best power play. That's a really strong offensive year. Penalty kill, middle of the pack, I'm assuming. Yeah, middle of the pack. And we don't have a ton of shorties either. Yeah, we're not too far behind anyone. Our away record is brutal. We're amazing on home ice, but our away record is absolutely brutal. McDavid, 86 points, 83 for Draisaitl, 60 for Nuge, 57 for Hyman, 51 for Holtz. So it's honestly, he's not doing bad. Kuparinen, on the other hand, that is your big weak point, especially considering he's got 15 on the power play. They are trending in the right direction, but that's the big question. Like, is he ready? I don't think he's ready. He should still be not eligible for waivers either. All right, third line number is now decent. Maybe they all hit 40. I doubt it, but they should all be 35. And if they're plus players, that's good. Not the greatest fourth line, but at least they're not abysmal. Defensively, Shields somehow the only minus. That's very weird. Bouchard, Byram, okay production from him. And neither goaltender has a 90. Skinner's getting majority of starts now, but neither one of them are any fucking good. Which is... I don't know. I don't know anymore, man. Got a defensive coach instead of a veterans coach, and we're still shit. Again, all I care about is playoffs, but it would be nice to get some better goaltending here and there. I won't, it's a better offensive year overall, as we can tell from some of the stats. But other goalies are managing to be good. This is very current Oilers kind of numbers, man, besides the record. Well, second liner is, I think we need. I think that's what we need to do here. And it's either a power forward or a playmaker. There wasn't anything much in the way of power forwards. So it might have to be a playmaker. Because I didn't see much in the way of good power forwards that we could pick up. So, we'll look in the way of playmakers. Artemi, no. It's going to probably have to be more of a rental as well. Yeah, it's going to... Yeah, because you expect Kuparinen should be ready at least for next season. We'll see. Oh, wow. That's it in the way of... What? With at least... I guess that's with at least... That's insane. That's it for rentals. Strome, Patra, or Keller. And both Keller and Strome are extended. Patra's the only one who's not extended, but... Oh, man, I do like him. Oh, my, I actually really like him. But he's good for our fourth line, which is weird. Does fit in the power play and stuff. I'm thinking, eventually Nuge is gone. What are the Bruins like? Fire. You don't give up the Patra, pretty much, though. Especially as he's your number one center. Yeah. Brady Tkachuk is technically a rental, but... Oh my god, he's on the block! Hi. More, okay. 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 Well, that might be what we do. Big issue is value, right? Who the fuck is this guy? I gotta check growth, apparently. Well, Brady Tkachuk is the available piece. Let's check growth here. Main roster, guys declining. Hyman and Nuge now. Nothing. Ryder. Cairns grew a lot. Ryder grew a decent chunk. Cairns, he was a 6th rounder. Oh, this was the guy with like 3-year ETA, wasn't it? Oh, but solid. Oh my god. Real solid growth out of Harrison Cairns. He is, well, he's pretty much NHL ready. Hey, Bure grew. Yo, late bloomer. Late bloomer, come on. Late bloomer. This is actually nuts. This is no growth. I mean, we did trade a lot of guys. Fucking Bufflin. Pinot didn't grow either. But hey, at least Cairns is looking freaking solid. Forget what player type he is. What the hell is Harrison Cairns? Playmaker. Oh man, he's a weird build. Like, strong puck skills, the awarenesses aren't great though. He can't really play defense. We'll see what he jumps and then gets into, but he's an interesting little player now. He's a very, very interesting little player. Makes us run into an interesting issue though. About what the heck we do about the center situation in a year or two. With Nuge sort of declining now. Well, the move, I think, would be going for Brady. We'll get revenge for not being able to get him in Boston. That second line would look incredible. Holtz isn't a pure goal scorer. He's more hybrid. Nuge is kind of more the playmaker. Brady brings more goal scoring, and he brings a crazy physical edge. Hyman's lost all his X factors, besides Big Tipper. Well, that's all he needs, motherfucker. Because he's net front power play, baby. I'm still keeping him on that one. Still keeping him there. But Brady is looking pretty freaking good. Kuparinen could go down into the AHL and tear it up with Bure. Yeah, he could tear it up with Bure. Oops. Did I best lines at some point? He was not supposed to be there. Huh. Okay. No wonder he wasn't really growing, but I won't take complete blame from that because I had him here initially. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, Kuparinen could go down and tear it up with Pavel Bure. I think that's the move to make. He's not quite ready. We probably gave him more time than he deserved. I mean, 37 points, 59 games played. That's not awful, but considering he also has power play time, considering where his offensive stats are, to me, he's not quite ready. So I think letting him finish the season in the AHL and get, that playoff experience there, being able to dominate might be better. Because he's also not growing throughout the course of the year here. I think that's what we should do. And yes, I'm going to keep Hyman on this line because McDavid and Draisaitl are the duo, and Hyman's the forechecking guy. He's still doing fine. It's his last year here. It's very clear. I'm glad I didn't extend. I'm glad we continued to wait. Because the second I saw that top 9, I was like, nope. I wish this line was better. Like, they killed it in the when they were top 2 at times, but for some reason, top 4, they're not getting the job done. Everyone else is pretty decent. And, yeah. Goalies, they exist. So, okay. All right, we have a possible move to make. I'm going to leave the third line, not touching that third line. I like how they're performing. Fourth line's fine. Again, roll 3 lines, they're okay. Hollander's been good jumping up into the lineup. So, yeah, let me know what you think about those proposals. Hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one.